guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Urvi and I make beauty videos here on YouTube, and if you like, then please do consider subscribing to my channel. It'll just take a moment of your time. So in today's video, as you might have read in the title, I'm going to show you a few products that I've purchased from Nykaa. And it's not a single haul, it's like a cumulative haul, and there are not a lot of products because I don't buy a lot of things from Nykaa. So if you would be interested to know what all I got, and of course I'll add in a little bit mini reviews and my opinions on these products. Some of them are first impressions and some of them are kind of formed reviews, so I've already used those products twice or thrice. So it's not a first impression for some of them, but it's a first impression for a few of them. So this is the makeup look that I've come up with the products that I have, and a few other products which are not part of the haul. But yeah, if you're interested to know how I got this look, and if you're interested in mini reviews of these products, then please continue watching. I'll be sharing the images of all the products on the screen and also the prices, because I don't have the original mono carton packaging of most of these products. So the first product that I have is this beauty blender from Nykaa, and this is how it looks. So as you guys can see, I've already wet this and it has increased almost to double its size. So this is the packaging that it comes in, and as you can see, it's quite big for this. So I'm using the Smashbox foundation today, and this is not a new one. So I'm just taking about that much of the product on my hand and just start dotting it on my face. I'm not taking a lot of foundation, just the usual bit, because I have a concealer coming up and I'm going to use quite a lot of that one as well. So let's start using this now. As you saw, it was not time consuming at all, and the foundation is blended in quite well, and it's a decent coverage. I wouldn't say it's covered everything, but given the amount of foundation that I took, I think it's sufficient coverage. So what I mean to say is the sponge is not taking away a lot of the coverage. Of course it will take up a little bit of the product because it gets absorbed, but otherwise all good. So all in all, this beauty blender was very easy to use, and it does make my life a lot easier, and of course it quicks things up as well. So the next product that I have is this concealer from Inside Cosmetics, and I'm in the shade, I'll mention the shade as well. This is how the inside packaging looks, and of course it's a little lighter than my shade, but that's what I was going for. So I'm just applying a little bit of this concealer here. So right off the bat, it does have a fragrance which kind of smells like jasmine, and of course it feels a little bit artificial, but it doesn't bother me because the smell just settles down in a bit. So along with this concealer, I have another product related to it. So I have a concealer brush from PAC. So this is how it looks. This is the PAC 219. It's kind of rounded as well as flat. So I let the concealer sit for a little bit, especially under the eyes, and I'll blend the rest of it. My life has gotten very, very, very easy after this brush came into my life. So what I like to do is keep the concealer on the under eyes for a bit longer than the other parts of my face, so that it gets time to settle down and get a little sticky and give me more coverage with the same amount of product. So now I'll start blending it. Did you see that? This was so quick. This brush is really good. It helps a lot with the blending, doesn't take away any of the coverage, and the coverage is not very, very high. It's somewhere on the medium coverage, and also the consistency is gel like. It's not very thick like the e.l.f. one that I have. So this is a nice change of pace for me because the elf one is quite drying and quite heavy on the under eyes, but this one is not. But again, the coverage is, it's fine. It's not the greatest coverage, and I've just applied one layer, and that's what I've done up until now whenever I've used this concealer. So I think we'll try and build it up a little bit. So I'll just go in with another layer, and I'll not bore you, but I'll just let this sit for a bit and I'll come back. So just blending it all again. The brush is chef's kiss. I'm not too sure about the concealer. I mean, for the given price, it's good, but I don't know if it's, you know, something extraordinary or something that I'll reach out for every day or for special occasions. Moving on to the next product. So I'm back with a little bit of the rest of the makeup, and now I'll move on to some next items. So the next thing that I have is this liquid eyeshadow from ELF, and I had my eyes on these for quite a long time, but I was waiting for the right offers, you see. I got this product for buy one get one, so I did pick up another product from ELF, and you'll see that also soon. So this is how the inner packaging looks like. This is in the shade Flirty Birdie, and it's not a very big one, but still it's going to last you quite a long time. Comes with a basic applicator like this. I'm going to need my mirror for this, but I'll just show you how the application goes. As you can see, I've just applied a base layer of a little bit of the blush that I had applied on my eyes. So I'll just show you how it goes. So I don't know if the camera is catching a lot of it, but this is like 2 coats of this eyeshadow. It looks fabulous in real life. I don't know how much of it the camera is picking. Yeah, I think now you can see it better. So I have not applied any base darker eyeshadow underneath this because I'm going for a day kind of a look. So you know, this the light is going to hit these sparkles very beautifully, and it's going to look gorgeous, yet you know, wearable. But if you wish to wear this at night time, you could go in with a darker shade of eyeshadow underneath this, and this is going to pop even more, and the color behind this is also going to pop through. The only little complaint that I have with this is I'm not using any kind of eyeshadow glue. So the glitters, you know, after a while they start getting everywhere because of course there are chunky glitter particles in it, and I'm liking it so far. Moving on to the next products, I have these nail paints from Inside Cosmetics. So that's how long the brush is. It's very easy to apply, and the shades are beautiful. They have a large variety of shades, especially pastel shades. Consistency of these nail paints has not changed a little bit since I've bought them. You know, it's not gotten thick or anything. It's not been very long, but it's been quite a few months, I can tell you that. But these nail paints are really good. Yeah, please ignore my broken nails. But if you can see, that's the lilac shade that I've applied. So a little bit of a problem with these, of course they're very affordable, but a single coat will not cut it for most of you guys. But 2 coats of this nail paint looks absolutely beautiful, and 2 coats will give you a good opacity. So the only issue is that you just can't apply 1 coat and be done, because I do that with many of my nail paints, but I can't do that with this one. So if you want just like a barely there manicured kind of a look, you can of course go with a single coat like I have. But the only little issue that there is with these pastel shades at least is that the opacity is not very nice in the first coat itself. But if you apply 2 coats, then you're sorted. So yeah, these are also a thumbs up from my side. Talking about the next product, this is the next product that I have, and it was a disappointment. So I don't have the outer packaging, but that's what I have left. So as you can see, I've used 4 of these, but they have done nothing for my pimples. So the only thing that I used it for was to cover up a pimple and then do some makeup on it. But it did not take out any gunk, or it did not help with the swelling of my pimples. So I've used the Dr. Belmer's patches before. So those were really good. That was misplaced somewhere, so I had to get a new one. But this one is a big letdown. So please do not buy this. I know they're not very expensive, they're really inexpensive, but please do not waste your money on these. You can invest in the Dr. Belmer's one because you get a lot of quantity in that as well. So thumbs down for this one. Okay, now moving on to the next product. So this is the second product from ELF that I was talking about. And of course, if you have been following me on YouTube for a while now, you know that this is the only setting spray I use. I've used, I think, 3 bottles of these, and just let's use it for setting my makeup because I haven't set my makeup yet. So the mist is not very fine on this one, but I like the way this mists. It does not come out all blotchy or patchy, and it does not take a long while to dry as well. So it's almost dried down, and this does make your makeup look a little bit glowier. Of course, it does not say anything about adding glow to your skin. It says Matte Magic Mist and Set. But it adds a kind of beautiful dewiness to my skin, and of course it takes away all the powderiness. So if you're looking to buy a setting spray, I think you can definitely go with this one. So now moving on to the second last product. So the second last product is a lip product, of course, because I love lipsticks, so my haul will be incomplete without any lip product. So I actually ordered a set of 4 minis from Sugar. All of those weren't for me, so I'm not going to show you all of them. I'll just show you the little one that I have for myself. It's in the shade Suave Mauve, if I'm not wrong. I'm opening it for the first time. So let's see how this looks. Oh my god, look at that. It's not even the size of my palm. So let's swatch it together, because I have not used this. So that's how the applicator looks. It's a decent doe foot applicator, and the shade is, of course, it's known as Suave Mauve, so it's going to be a mauvey shade. Let's see how it looks on my lips. And I pursed my lips at least 5-6 times, but the consistency of this is not changed, because I've seen quite a lot of liquid lipsticks when I apply them and they're still wet and I purge my lips, it transfers in a very weird manner. It gets all crumbly. I'll just come a little bit closer, but as you can see, the shade looks so pretty, and it's not exaggerating the dryness on my lips, and it's not cracking or anything because of my doing that. So let's give it a minute to dry down and we'll see the transfer proofness of this lipstick. So let's check if it's transfer proof or not. A little bit of it has come off, but it's not smudging. It's quite transfer proof, I would say. That's the Sugar Smudge Me Not liquid lipstick. I'm definitely going to pick up a few more, but I think I'll do it in minis only, because this just costed me like 200 rupees. The full size comes for, I think, 500. So yeah. Now let's move on to the last product. So the last product is this one. It's an eyelash glue from Miss Claire. So I was on the hunt for a good eyelash glue, and I've heard people say really good things about this one. So this is how it looks like, the inner packaging. I don't think I've ever applied lashes on camera, but let's do this. So that's how it opens, and that's my lash. So because it's a dark tone glow, I'm just going with a light hand and applying it on my lash and letting it dry down. So you need to do this and get the lash a little bit into the shape of your eye. I'm using this kind of eyelash tweezer. It came with the eyelashes, or these are the lashes from ELF. My god, this is really uncomfortable. I think I'll just use my hands.
One eternity later.
Okay, not going to lie, it was a kind of a task, but still it was easier than my last glue. So let's do the other one. So what I do understand from using this for the first time is that you don't want to let this glue sit for a longer time to get it tacky. You can just apply it, wait for just about 5 seconds and not more than that, and then apply it. And also one more little tip that I would like to add is apply a little bit of extra glue in the inner and outer corners, because that's where it bends, and that's where it wants the most amount of glue, because if that's set, then the center part will definitely set itself. It did get a little bit messy, and it's gotten everywhere, but of course it's fixable. I loved almost all the products except for the pimple patches. It's very rare to happen that I dislike a product a lot, because I always find ways to use it, but the pimple patches were a big no-no because I can't use it in any other ways. But every other product that I used was just very good. I'm a little on the edge about the Insight concealer as well, but it's not a bad product. It's just that it's not working as I expected it to work, but I'll give it some more time, and then we'll see how that goes. I love how the makeup is turned out, and I've liked using all these products: the Nykaa blender, the pack brush, the lipstick, the eyeshadow, the nail paints, of course, the setting spray. That's my all-time favorite. And yeah, so that's all for my mini cupinated Nykaa haul. If you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked my mini reviews on all these products, then please do consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel if you haven't done that already. I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Till then, bye.